Hello, it's Marcia again with another journal that I wanted to share with you guys. This is called White Christmas. It's kind of a vintage White Christmas, so it's got a lot of vintage images and book pages and things like that. It is I'll try to stop saying it is a fabric covered with interfacing inside of it to give it some structure so it's not floppy. This is the beautiful kind of it's a blue-green gray kind of, I don't even know what color to call this, chenille fabric with gold detailing, and it's got these circles that are textured, which I love. I'm a textile person. On the side here, just pinned, is a tassel here with a bunch of pretty fibers. You got laces and ribbons and some yarn just in blues and grays and white and gold, just kind of that like vintage white Christmas. It makes me think of a vintage white Christmas, and I really like that color scheme for Christmas. It's my favorite, and personally the very best Christmas in the world would be a white Christmas, so that's why I had to do this. So on this charm, which is just clipped on with the lobster clasp, is a little charm where I have put a picture of some, hopefully you can see that, got some holly berries and leaves on one side, and then on the other side I did a White Christmas, and those are sealed in there, and got, I'm sure you can hear it, little jingle bells and some vintage rhinestone or possibly crystal bead here on there, and a pearl with another little jingle bell. I dropped it. So those are on the side. They're just pinned on with a garment pin. I think I already said that. This journal is approximately 6 by 9, and it has, I counted this time, it has 48 pages, which gives you 96 front and back. The closure is this really pretty coordinating chenille, not chenille, I did that last time, chiffon ribbon tied on through some eyelets to the front and back cover. I say last time because this is the second time I've done this video. I was in the middle of doing the video before and I discovered a spider on me and I freaked out. So and I stayed freaked out throughout the rest of the video, and then I was just like, scratch that, I'm not going to do it. So I'll try to move on, but I'm still kind of creeped out about it. I absolutely hate spiders. But it's that time of year. Winter is coming. We had our first big cold snap this last weekend, and they're all trying to stay alive and warm up in my house, and I'm not okay with that. If this were a Halloween journal that I was doing, it would have been perfect, but it's not. So anyways, I digress. I will come back to the book. We have a sticker here that says Winter Wonderland. This is a Tim Holtz cabinet card, just clipped on here with a little collage of a vintage stamp image and a snowflake sticker. There's lots of sewing throughout this book on the edges, and I'll just go and show you. There are tabs on the top and the sides, as well as some trims and laces and fabrics just hanging over the edges of the book as well. And it's all fuzzy, isn't it? Yeah, okay. One of these days. Who knows? Okay, in this large pocket we just have a large tab, or tag with a tab. This is one of the vintage book pages with a poem about snow, a vintage image of a Christmas card tucked into this embossed felt. Got a little collage down here with some fabrics and vintage buttons. This is a true shell vintage button and a metal button. This little text spot flips up, and behind it is another, just a print out of a vintage image with some punches on the corners. Hopefully the lighting is okay today. It's overcast and cloudy, but it's going to be that way for the next few days, and I wanted to get this video done. So hopefully it will be okay. This is another vintage image of a Christmas card tucked into this lace little side tuck here. A page from the vintage book makes a little side pocket. This is just a collaged journaling tag with a poem on it. A vintage music from a hymnal. I used snowflake sticker. It's more of that vintage book with lots of poems about snow and Christmas. This is some really soft, pretty, and sparkly yarn just sewn onto the edge here. And there's some stamping. Lots of room to write. Lots of coffee dyed papers. We got a snowflake up here. Another poem. A beautiful winter scene from the vintage book that I have. An envelope here. Right. Yep, that's right. An envelope here with a part of a crocheted doily on here that makes a little tuck spot. And inside is a collaged card that has a space here to write, as well as you can write on the inside. You can use it for journaling, or you could attach it to a gift. And on the inside of the flap is another little vintage scene, winter scene. I'll get it. Got a little faint stamping up here and a little snowy, I want to say angel, but it's just a little girl, a vintage girl with a tree, and that's a sticker. This is a calendar page with a snowy scene that I made a large pocket out of, and this is I don't think it's vintage, but it's the front of a Christmas card, and it has a verse on the inside, on the other side. This is a large pocket made out of a page from the book. Beautiful winter scene here with the candle and the white against this dark blue background. It's really, really pretty, I think. And inside the large pocket are just some additional pages for journaling and to add to your book if you choose to. Another page of that vintage book with people on a sleigh ride. Here is another collaged journaling card with some linen and vintage buttons and some more of that yarn that makes a little tuck spot right there. You could tuck something into. A little bit of stamping here, some more of that chiffon fabric ruffles sewn onto the side. A little sticker of some jewels. A little bit of stamping, some snowflakes stamped on the edge there. Little pine cone stickers and a winter scene. This pocket has this is a chipboard, just a swirl here and a silver sparkly, hopefully you can see that. And it just reminds me of like icy cold winds that you would have in the wintertime. It's another page from, or another section of that vintage book. Been backed with coffee dyed paper. And just another little writing spot here with coffee dyed paper. Oh, and this is some really super soft yarn tied to the top there. Another poem. This is just some stamping of some snowflakes. It's not real clear, but it reminds me of a flurry of snow. Another poem on this vintage book page. And a little tuck spot here with another vintage Christmas card image. Another chipboard piece down here of a little leaf that's silver. Another picture from the book. It's just a church in a small village and it's snowing. A little paper collage here with some ribbon and a vintage button. Some snowflake stickers up there. Some more stamping. Some lace sewn on the edge. Another one of those vintage hymnal pages sewn onto that. A little tab. Another one of those vintage book pages. I really like the imagery in that. Another poem. This is a little muslin tag that I stamped. It says "For You," and it's just attached with a brad onto another piece of that embossed felt that's sewn onto the edge. Some more stamping. It's another page from the book. It's really pretty. It makes a large pocket with some extra little journaling papers. A really pretty gold snowflake right there. Some more of that vintage lace that hangs over the edge, sewn on the edge, made a tuck spot for this little journaling card. Another collaged card, journaling card with a poem on it, and you can do some journaling on the back. Oh, it has some little eyelash trim hanging off the edge. Another winter scene, and a little pine tree sticker right here. Another pocket that's inked up, and it has this pretty sparkly sticker on there. I hope you can see the sparkles. And this is just another piece of a Christmas card tucked in there. And another poem, and there's the back. And there's the back side of the cover. And there's that. Most of the pages in this book are coffee dyed, but I didn't do all of them because though I did ink, the ones that I didn't coffee dye I inked just because I wanted it to have that little pop of white every once in a while, just because it is a white Christmas. Even though it's a vintage white Christmas, you still need that pop of white just to remind you of snow. So I hope you enjoyed that. If so, let me know and leave a comment or give me a thumbs up. Thanks guys. Bye.